Hey guys, this is Klaus, and welcome to the first episode of the Castlevania Retrospective LP, where we will be playing the original Castlevania. Now, I actually happen to have this computer version here that Konami sold back in 2002, and so I'll be playing them on that instead of the original Nintendo because it's just easier to capture. So, here we are, the one that started it all, for the most part. We have good old Simon Belmont, or Simon Belmondo, as the Japanese are likely to call him, entering Castle Dracula. And you see here, the first things you're going to get out of most any candle or fire source are the Morningstar whip enhancements. First one give you a stronger whip, second one gives you a longer whip. Don't really know why they hold off on giving those to you, just because you're always going to get them right away. 99% of the game, you always have those enhancements, so whatever. As you can see, collecting hearts, one of the few games in the world where hearts does not have anything to do with your health, but instead powers your sub-weapons, which... Ooh! Here's something I wanted to show you. The sub-weapon we all know as the Holy Water, but actually in the first Castlevania was a firebomb. Mostly because Nintendo of America... they didn't want people to get offended by mentioning religion in a game about magical monsters. But, yeah, by hitting up in the attack button, you end up using those sub-weapons. And usually the sub-weapons, the damage they do is very similar to your whip, except for that stopwatch, which freezes enemies. And honestly, I'll show the points where it is useful, but for the most part, it's kind of a useless weapon. Your... various sub-weapons are mostly just meant to reach areas that your whip doesn't reach. The firebomb will go down and burn for a little while, so it's great for hitting enemies below you or who are walking on the ground. Pork chop, not a chicken wing or anything like that, but that pork chop is really good for healing. I will mention the other sub-weapons as we get them. Now, my first major tip I can say is take your time. You know, don't rush things. You can see as enemies are popping up, it's easy to, if you get hit by one, they'll knock you back into the water and kill you. But the other thing I'd have to mention, big pro tip number 2, don't try and stop and kill all the enemies. Because this game, especially in zones like that where enemies are going to keep coming back over and over again, if you keep stopping to try and kill them instead of just avoiding them, eventually you're going to get hit. And in this game, getting hit often means you're going to fall and die. You can see a couple times I've made the screen flash. That is actually the cross, not the sub-weapon. The sub-weapon that you get, that we all call the cross, is actually the boomerang, at least in this game. Eventually we'll all just call it the cross. But, and now we have one of the few times that the game will give you the sub-weapon you need right before the boss. And that would be the axe, which has, as you can see, a nice upward swing for it. Now, unfortunately, I don't get that little 2 there that increases how many sub-weapons I can have on the screen at once. But I was a little busy killing that obviously very, very difficult boss. Without the axe, that bat is definitely a lot tougher, the Phantom Bat. But as long as you have the axe... Oh, God! Fucking ding, 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 ding!